Hello friends, I'm video. I'm going to explain how to develop a line follower or obstacle avoiding robot without using a microcontroller. Okay, means we have seen many robots like your line follower robot or obstacle avoider robot, but those robots are basically are using microcontroller to get some kind of controlling. But here, what I'm going to explain, okay, without microcontroller based line follower robot. Okay. So these are the basic components will be required for developing our robot. Like we'll require a 7805 voltage regulator, then we'll require two IR sensor modules, then we'll require one 7404 IC. As we know, a 7404 is nothing but a logic not gate. I'm also mentioning the cost of these ICs in rupees. We'll also require one L293D motor driver IC. A motor driver IC is basically which amplify the amount of current, okay, which amplify the amount of current so we can run our DC motors. Without motor driver IC, the DC motors will get a very low amount of current from your output IC like output detail IC like 7404. Okay, so in that case, we will require a motor driver IC which amplify the power. Okay, basically it amplify the current. So we can say if current is amplifying, then power will is amplified. Then we'll require two DC motors obviously to run a robot. We'll require breadboard, one chassis, robot chassis, and two batteries. Okay, two battery of 9 volt. Okay, so we can have two 9 volt batteries connected in series or parallel. Connected in series, we will get another 9 volt. Then we'll convert that 9 volt into 5 volt. It will total cost around 600 something rupees. And this is how your robot will look like. Okay, the first element is your DC motor. Here we just need to understand that a DC motor is a device which can run in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. It depends, the direction is only depends on the supply. If you are supplying 5 volt on this red line and 0 volt on this ground line, then it will be a clockwise direction. And if we reverse the supply, then direction will be reversed. It will be the DC motor will run in your anti-clockwise direction. Then we'll require a 7805. 7805 is a voltage regulator which provides us a 5 volt fixed regulated supply. Okay. So whatever is your input, yeah, your input can be range up to 5 to 35 volt. Any type of DC voltage range between 5 to 35 volt you can apply on the input side and you will get a constant 5 volt DC output. Then we'll require a breadboard. I hope that all of us are very well aware about the breadboard and its connections. Then we'll require a 7404 logic not gate. A logic not gate is what? It is an inverter. It means if we'll have an input as a 5 volt, then output will be a 0 volt. If we have a 0 volt of input, then we'll have an output of 5 volt. Okay, it is a TTL IC 7404, and in this particular IC we have total 6 NOT gates. Okay. So we have total 6 NOT gates. Pin number 1 will be our input, pin number 2 will be our output, like pin number 3 and 5 and 9, 11 and 13 are inputs. Okay, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12 are the output pins. Okay, so we'll have total 6 NOT gate in my 7404 IC. In my circuit, in my line follower or obstacle avoider circuit will require 2 logic NOT gates. Okay, this is the IR sensor module. As we all know, IR sensor module having two LED kind of things. Means this first LED will be a IR transmitter. Okay, so if it is transmitting something like this, and if it is not getting some kind of obstacle, then your IR will be transmitted, because IR is a directive transmission, so it will be transmitted and it will never get revert back. But if there are some obstacle in between this IR transmission, so because of that obstacle, your signal, whatever IR is getting transmitted, will get reflected and received and this receiver. Okay, so this is a another photo receiver. So it will receive the IR signals, and because of this receiving IR signal, you will get an output of 5 volt. Okay, so we have 3 inputs. First one is 5 volt supply, second is ground, and this is the output. So at this output, we'll get a 5 volt only when there is an obstacle. If there is no obstacle, then we'll get 0 volt at this output. Okay. Next is your L293D IC. L293D is a motor driver IC. It looks like something. Its pin diagram looks like this. Here we can drive 2 different DC motors. Okay. Here pin number 2 is input, which is a low power input, and out one is a pin number 3. So your low power input from pin number 2 will get amplified and output at out pin number 3. Similarly, at the pin number 7, you will provide a low power input and you will get a high power output at pin number 6. And pin number 15 and pin number 10 are also low power input, and pin number 14 and 11 are the high power outputs. Okay, so this is how we connect the motors in our L293D. And this is my circuit where I am using a 7404 IC, and another IC is L293D, and I am using 2 IR sensor modules. Okay, and supply is providing through 7805, and I am using a 9 volt battery. Okay, so with the 9 volt battery, I'll connect a 7805. From that 7805, I will get the 5 volt DC supply. Okay, so I will apply that 5 volt DC supply at the IC 7404 and IC L293D. Okay, you can observe that the pin number 16 of L293D, pin number 16, pin number 9, pin number 8, and pin number 1 are connected with the 5 volt, and in the 7404, pin number 14 is connected with the 5 volt. Okay, and pin number 7 of 7404 is ground. Pin number 4, 5, and 12, 13 are the ground. So initially we'll connect these supplies. Okay, we'll connect the supply. Then we'll connect your pin number 3 of 7404 with the left IR sensor module, and pin number 11 with the right IR sensor module. Pin number 11 will be the input, pin number 10 will be the output. Similarly, pin number 3 will be the input, pin number 4 will be the output. Output will be inverted one. Okay. Okay. So in the case of line follower, what I am doing, I am developing a white line follower. Okay. So if there is a surface which is white, and our line, okay, a thick line develop on that surface is a black. Okay. In the IR, there is a property of IR that if there is a black surface in the IR waves, in front of IR waves, so in that particular case, your IR signal will get absorbed in that black surface and it will not deflect. Okay, so if there is an obstacle, but that obstacle having the black surface, so because of that black surface, it will get absorbed. Okay, or it will not get reward. But if there is a white surface, it will get reflected. Okay, so your both the IR sensor are transmitting signals, but because of black lines, okay, because of black line, it is not getting any kind of reflection. And if it is not getting any kind of reflections, we are getting 0 volt, and we are getting that 0 volt at the pin number 3 and pin number 11 of 7404. Pin number 3 and 4 of 7404 will get inverted, and after inversion we'll get a 5 volt at pin number 4 and pin number 5. That 5 volt will goes to the pin number 10 of L293 and pin number 7 of L293. Okay, in because we are getting a 5-volt weak 5-volt supply at the L293. So what L293 will do? L293 will amplify this weak 5-volt supply into a strong 5-volt supply. Okay. So we'll have the strong 5-volt at pin number 11 and pin number 6. And in our case, pin L293D, pin number 2 and pin number 15 are already connected to ground. If pin number 2 is connected to ground, then pin number 3 will be 0 volt. Pin number 15 is connected to ground, then pin number 14 will be a 0 volt as of L293D. Okay. So for the motor, we are getting a 0 volt and 5 volt. And because of this 0 volt and 5 volt at the same direction, both the motor will move and both the motor will start moving in the forward direction. So if we are having a robot and having right motor and left motor, and right motor is also rotating in the clockwise direction, okay, and left motor is also rotating in the clockwise direction, then your robot will move forward. Okay, so as long as there is a black surface, your robot will move forward. Okay. Next, it will start moving clockwise direction. Okay, both the motor will move in the clockwise direction and your robot will move forward. Now, let's suppose there is a white surface. Okay, if you are following the white line. Okay, so in that case, it may be possible that your forwarding robot can goes to the white surface. In that case, we need to make a turn. Okay, so if there is a white surface, in that particular case, you will get, let's suppose that white surface at the right side. So in that particular case, you will get a reflection on the right side on your IR sensor module. If you are getting a reflection, there will be a 5 volt, and 5 volt will go to the 7404. That 7404 will inverted that 5 volt and convert that into the 0 volt. And because of that 0 volt, your weak 0 volt will convert into weak strong 0 volt. But in the left motor, you will get both the terminal connected at 0 volt. So your left motor will stop moving. So what happens if in the right side, of the sensor, you are getting a white surface? In that particular case, your left motor is stopped. So if both the motor was moving clockwise direction, your robot was moving forward. But in this particular case, if your left motor is stopped and right motor is still rotating in the clockwise direction, so your left motor is stopped and right motor is still moving in the clockwise direction, what will happen? Your robot will make a left turn. Okay, if left motor is stopped, then it will make a left turn. Okay, because right motor is still moving. Okay, so in that particular case, your robot will make left turn. Okay, so this is how you can develop a line follower robot. Okay, so this was the concept of line follower robot. You can have the white surface at the left side. You can have the white surface at the right side. If you are getting a white surface at the left side, then your right motor will be stopped. If you are getting a white surface at the left side, right motor will be stopped. If you are getting a white surface at the right side, left motor will get stopped. If you are getting white surface at both the side, then both the motor will get stopped. But your robot will stop moving. Okay. Now, obstacle avoider. In the case of obstacle avoider, what I am doing, I am connecting that IR sensor at the front of the robot. In the case of your line follower, your IR sensor was connected in direction toward the bottom, toward the surface. Okay, so your IR sensor was connected toward the surface. Okay, the sensors was connected toward the surface, but in the case of the obstacle avoider, what you are doing, you are connecting your IR sensor at the front of the robot. Okay, front side, one left side, one right side. The same operations will go in the obstacle avoider also. In the case of obstacle avoider, because IR sensor are connected at the front of the robot. Okay, at the front of the robot, what will happen? The robot will detect if there is something, then it will reflected the IR, and if there is nothing, it will not reflect anything. Like this, if in the left and the right IR sensor model, we are not having any obstacle in the front, what will happen? Nothing will reflected. 0 volt, 0 volt, and 0 volt. Here one more connection is there. Okay, here IR sensor connection is input to the L293E also, is input at the 7404 as well as at the L293. Okay, so this is the new wire connected. Okay, so in previous line follower, this connection was not there. Okay, so here IR sensor signals are going to 7404 as well as L293. Okay. In the case of no obstacle, we are not getting any kind of reflection, and we are getting 0 volt at the pin number 3 and pin number 11 of 7404 and pin number 15 and pin number 2 of L293. Okay, because of pin number 15 and pin number 2 of L293, pin number 15 and pin number 2 of L293, we are getting 0 volt. We'll get 0 volt at pin number 14 and pin number 3 as well. Though this 0 volt will be strong, but it will be a 0 volt. Now, because we are getting a 0 volt at this pin number 3, we'll get a 5 volt because it is an inverter. We'll get a 5 volt at pin number 4, and we will get a 5 volt at pin number 10. This 5 volt will go to the pin number 7 and pin number 10, which is the input, weak input signal of your L293. This weak input will convert it to strong, amplified to strong by L293, and we'll get a strong 5 volt at 11, strong 5 volt at pin number 6, and we are also getting strong 0 volt at 14, strong 0 volt at pin number 3. We are getting 5 volt 0 volt, 5 volt 0 volt. Here both the motor will start moving in the clockwise direction, and your robot will start moving in the forward direction because there is no obstacle. It should move in the forward direction. Now, in the second case, if there is some obstacle in at the front of your right IR sensor module, if in the case of obstacle, we'll get the reflection. Because of that reflection, we'll get a 5 volt. Because of that 5 volt, okay. Now observe, this 5 volt is going there. This 5 volt, pin number 2 of L293 will get strong 5 volt at the pin number 3. Okay, and this 5 volt at the pin number 11 will convert into 0 volt. So we are getting a 0 volt at the weak input of L293. This 0 volt will convert into a strong volt. So we are getting a strong 0 volt, and we are getting a strong 5 volt. So again, this motor will not get stopped. In this case, this motor will not get stopped. Only the direction will change, because now we are getting 5 volt at the pin number 3 and 6, 0 volt at the pin number 6. Okay, so direction will be reverse. So what will happen if there is an obstacle at the front of your right IR sensor module? Your left motor will start moving reverse. Okay, so imagine if your left motor is start moving in the reverse direction and your right motor is start moving in the forward direction. So it will take a fast left turn. It will again take a left turn. So if there is an obstacle, okay, if there is an obstacle at the right side, so it will make a left turn. It should make a left turn. Okay, if there is an obstacle at the right side, it should not make a turn at the right side also. Okay, so if there is an obstacle at the right side, it should make a fast left turn. So it will make a fast left turn. Same goes for the left IR sensor module also. Okay. Okay, so this is this was the circuit. Now I am showing how was your robot, and this is the video recorded from my students. This is the obstacle avoider which is been developed with the help of your 7404. and L293. You can see that the student is showing a palm in front of both the IR sensor. The robot goes stop. And this robot is moving forward because there is no obstacle. But now there was an obstacle, then your robot is start making the turn. So it is an obstacle avoider, or we can say that it won't get collide. Only drawback with this robot that is your obstacle is of black surface, then it won't get any reflection, and in that particular case, this robot will get collided. Okay. In that particular case, we cannot use IR sensor. In that particular case, we will require to use ultrasonic. There is a drawback with the IR sensor that it does not recognize the black surface in the case of obstacle avoidance. Okay, thank you.